Hi everyone, it's Mary Beth from MbGray Designs. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a cute coaster set. I think there's five square coasters, and here is the actual holder for the coasters. This is by Let's Resin, and I think it came with circle, square, and maybe hexagon shaped ones all in like a kit. Anyway, I got these stickers off Amazon. They're just adorable little fairy stickers. There's flowers and butterflies and little cute little fairies. So I was laying them out on, because these are kind of small and they're not very thick. I was just laying them out how I eventually want to put them, and I think this will look super cute. So what I'm going to do, I'll pull these off, but we're going to use Let's Resin Light Pink and Mateo. Oh, I don't think this is closed all the way. Oh, that's Rolio. Um, is this it? Yeah, sorry. Mateo Diamond White. So these are the two we're going to use today. What I'm going to do, I can't remember, but I think they each coaster only holds like 2.5, maybe 3 ounces, maybe 2 ounces. I don't know. So I'm going to mix up my resin and only fill it up like 1.5 ounces each coaster, and then fill up this with the pink and the diamond white. Then we will let it cure. We'll put our stickers on, and then we'll top coat with clear and maybe like some crushed crystal or something like that. That's the plan anyway. So, all right. So I figure 3, 6, 7.5, 11.5, 12. 13. I'm going to mix up 14 ounces, which is probably way too much. But that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to dilute my mica powders in some alcohol in my cups, get the resin put in my cups, and then I got to put them through the bubble remover. Probably 2 different cycles because I can only fit 3 cups in, whatever, it doesn't matter. So it's going to be about 20 minutes or so, which is fine because they'll get a little thicker. And so we're kind of doing a little bit of marbling technique on this. And today I will be using the Let's Resin Epoxy Resin Part A and Part B. I'll be using my Let's Resin, what am I doing for? Yeah, the bigger mixer. So let me go ahead and start getting this mixed up, and I'll start getting my mica powders ready, and I'll be back. All right, I got the resin all ready and out of the bubble remover. So we will pour the coasters first. Let me just kind of, I don't want to knock anything over because I tend to do that. So again, I'm gonna fill them up probably about 3/4 of the way full. I'm guessing that's 1.5 ounces. I'm just gonna do it. And what I'm gonna do is just, these colors might just mix between the 2 rounds of, I'm wondering, kind of want to just do pink on the bottom of the coasters. I'm changing my mind, and now I may have mixed my resin wrong, but this is what we're going to try to do. And use more white in the holder. I don't know. We're going to see. We are going to see what happens. I can't believe I changed my mind like this. This may or may not work. All right, let me scrape out this first cup. I can't believe I just changed my mind like that, but I don't know. I hope this works out. We're going to see. Okay. Oops. Hopefully you can see okay. I got to fill these up a little bit more. Okay. I think that's good. So maybe a little bit more in this one. Because like I said, we're going to top them with clear and crushed crystal after we put the stickers on. So let me just move some of these over out of the way and we will let them cure. And then I'm going to move this one down here. Move that one up there. Right there. Okay. So we do have a little bit of pink. We have quite a bit of white. We're going to have leftovers for sure. So I guess what we could do is we can put a little bit of pink in here and let it run down, and then we'll marble the white in. We'll do the best we can here. This may work out after all. That white is so pretty. This diamond white from Mateo might be my favorite. Favorite white. I really, really, really like it. We're gonna have a lot left over. I should have known better. Oh, that's okay. I'd rather have more than not enough. We can make something else. That'll be fun. It's just, what do we make? That's the thing. I have to figure that out. Okay. So there's the rest of the pink. Let's fill this, top this up with the white. That domed. Just kind of looking at it from eye level. Looking pretty darn good. Okay, so now I've got, let's see, because I have a whole nother cup of white. I have 4 ounces there, and I have 5.5 ounces left. Oh my gosh. Well, let's see here. I can't remember what my pudding jar took. I think we might, I don't know. It probably takes 6 ounces. I probably don't have enough. Let me get this cleaned out. Okay. Let's move this over. Move that over. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. All right. So, I kind of want to change the color. I love the white though, I'm not going to lie. But maybe what we do is, let me go over to my alcohol inks. This berry juice is really pretty by Octopus. It's an alcohol ink. So let's try and add some of that in here. Let me get a stick. And let's start with hopefully you can see the lid, what I'm doing here. And I'm going to get down in there because it's one of those screw tops. So I want to make sure, trying to avoid bubbles. All right, so let's add some drops of that. Kind of stir it around a little bit and see what this looks like. Might be really pretty. I'm gonna get something to go under this little lip thing here. All right, here we go. Filling that up. Okay, so there's that. We switch spots, move this over here. I have no idea if we're going to have enough, but we are attempting. This little pudding jar is so cute. All right, let me scrape this real quick. Okay. All right, now we have 4 more ounces of white. So let's just drop some of the berry juice. What a pretty color, huh? My resin's starting to get warm. Maybe we drop another drop, 2. Are we going to do it? Are we going to have enough? It's going to be so close. I'm going to scrape it and we're going to be so close. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm praying to the scraping gods. Please be enough. Please be enough. Doesn't even have to be domed. Just get it up to the top. No, it's not enough. So I may have to mix like another ounce or something to fill it. Oh, I didn't want to have to do that, but I'm probably going to have to. I mean, I'm trying to get every little bit, every last drop, but I'm still going to need like an ounce, I think. So, okay. Yeah, literally half ounce, something like that. But, all right, so I will mix up a little bit more off camera. I'm going to clean some of this up, kind of watch for bubbles. I guess just do a little bit of babysitting here. And then when these 5 these 5 are cured enough, we'll come back and we'll put the stickers on, and then we'll obviously mix up. You know, I wonder if I can just wait when I mix up the resin to put in here. I can top that up. I think that'll be okay. I don't think I need to do a whole nother one right now. So we'll just wait, and I'll make sure and mix an extra ounce or so for that. So, all right. Well, we'll be back when it's cured. Okay, we are ready to put our stickers on. So I'm going to lay them out how I want them. I think, because this is all cured now, so I think I want the flowers up in the corner there. I was going to do 2 with flower. This one will be in this corner with this little fairy. I think that little fairy. Might have to cut them slightly around the edge there so that they fit properly. And then we've got some with butterflies. So we'll put a butterfly there. Oopsie. And like that. Put one like this. And finally, we'll put one like that. How's that look? All right. So, these specific stickers, I'll just show you like one. They're clear stickers. and you just pull it off the backing. They're completely clear, but they'll if you don't top coat, you might see a little, like, you might be able to tell it's a sticker. So you definitely want to top coat. So once you top coat, you won't be able to tell at all, which is nice. Plus it completely seals it in. So I just very carefully put the sticker down, try to make sure there's no bubbles or anything. And then we'll do the butterfly. Come on, little butterfly. Sometimes they're not the easiest to, and I'm on camera, so it's even more difficult. There we go. Okay. I'll put the butterfly right up here, just like so. Okay. So as you can see, we got our stickers on, but you can kind of tell, I mean, there's a sticker on there, but that's why we left room to do a nice top coat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish putting these stickers on, and then I'm going to mix up some epoxy, and we're going to just use, where's it at? Got it right here. Not very much at all, just a very little bit of crushed crystal, but I'll come back. I'm going to mix up the epoxy, put it in the bubble remover, and then I'll come back and we'll put a very, very, very little bit, because this stuff goes a long way, of crushed crystal. We don't want to cover up our stickers. We just want to enhance it with a little bit of sparkle. So we'll be back to finish that up. Okay, so we got the resin out of the bubble remover. My resin looks more bubbly than normal, though. I don't know. I hope it's okay. I don't know. We're going with it. But anyway, I'm going to take a very little bit, like barely on this stick, little bit of crushed crystal. Maybe a little bit more than that. And that's it in each one of these cups. There we go. This crushed crystal just flies around. Which the crushed crystal will help hide any bubbles also, but I don't know. It's weird. And I know I'm stirring in more bubbles, so we'll let it, it should be fine. We're just going to go with that. It's going to be okay. But yeah, we can see, I don't know if you can see, but I can see the crushed crystal in there. Okay, there's that one's ready. Just making sure I've got enough in here. I think so. And I think that I've heard the more you stir it, the more it breaks up and the more it has in it. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll start with this cup. So I made 8 ounces, which is probably way too much, but I wanted to put some berry juice in the leftover and fill this up also. So here we go. Let me just move this down a little bit. Start with this one. And I do want to dome them. Oh, that's beautiful. I feel like my table's not as flat as it should be. I have one of those leveling things. I think it was from was it Let's Resin or J Diction? I don't remember. But I'm having an issue with it being level. I need to figure it out. I really should use it. All right, let me move to these down here. Get my spatula. Now, these are not UV DTF stickers. I have heard, I think it was Michelle from Glitz and Glitter say that with UV DTF stickers, you do not want to use your heat mat. But I don't know about these clear stickers, so I don't know if I should just play it safe and not use the heat mat. That's probably the smartest thing to do, because she says it ruins it. So we don't want to ruin our piece, but I don't know. I might be impatient and still use it. I don't know. Okay, got another cup here. Oh, I can feel that I have some sticky resin on my gloves. I don't like that at all. Sorry, I have to wipe my hands. Okay. All right, so all we're going to do is let these cure up, and then, I mean, the reveal, you can really see what they're going to look like, but then we'll unmold the holder and that cute little pudding jar also that we did. So I'm just going to finish topping these up, making sure that they are domed, and then I'm going to add a little berry juice and top up that pudding jar that we're also making. And that should be it. I'll probably pop a little bubbles along the way. Oh, I think these are going to be so pretty. That crushed crystal, wow. So beautiful. All right, we'll be back to demold. Okay, we are ready to demold. I will tell you, I didn't realize it, but I over poured on several of the coasters. But let's see how they turned out. Like this one, there's a big over pour, so I'm going to have to trim them up. Oh, is that like a big bubble? Oh, man, Mary Beth. So as you can see, I got that over pour right there. But isn't she pretty? And that's the back. We'll just put cork on the back. So not much of a reveal, obviously, with the coasters anyways. But they're so shiny with the top coat, with the crushed crystal. I think they look really good. I'm excited to see the coaster holder. Over pour on that one also. This one. Beautiful. And one more coaster. Over pour. I had a lot of over pour. It was hard to see because it's clear. So I don't know. I guess I just didn't know it was flowing over. So my bad. But that's okay. We'll get it cleaned up. Not a problem. I don't know that I'm going to do much. I might take a marker around the edge, but I'm not even sure if I'm going to do that. So we'll see. We'll see. It's hard for me not to do anything, but you know. All right, here is the coaster holder. And remember, this had the diamond white and the pink in it. So let's see how this turned out. Get my mold back. Okay. Oh, looks like there's some few micro bubbles there. I don't like that. That I'm not happy with. But I like the pink and the white together. I think it's pretty. So yeah, not bad. And our coasters are gonna, well, if they don't have overpour, they would fit nicely in here, but right now I have to trim them up. This one's good. So it fits. You can see all 5 of them will fit in there nicely. So yeah, that's our coasters. I had some extra from the top coat, so I mixed the diamond white and a little bit of the berry juice because I had to fill this pudding jar up also. If you remember, I had to fill a little bit left, and I had enough to do this little flower trinket tray. It's not all the way full, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be. It just makes it a little bit thinner, but it turned out cute. Just a little cute trinket tray. So I'll decorate that up. That'll be fun. And then here's our pudding jar. I don't know. That's what they call it, a pudding jar. I'm not really, it's just a little jar. This is actually the top, and we will sand that a little bit so it's not too sharp, because this part is where it screws on like that. I do like the scalloped edge on there. All right, and then let's open up the actual jar. Oh, see how it turned out? That just snapped right back at me, didn't it? Here we go. Oh, I think I'm going to like this a lot. Look at that. That looks so cool. That berry juice. I love how that marbled with the white. Oh, that's really cute. And then the jar just goes, or the lid rather, goes on the jar like that. What do you think? That's a cute little extra, right? So I'm going to work on finishing these up, and then we will do the final reveal. Okay, are we ready for the final reveal? Sorry, I have my gloves on because I was doing some other stuff. I don't need them for the final reveal, but that's okay. All right, so one of our extras was this cute little trinket dish, and I have this beautiful fairy UV DTF sticker that I put on there, and I did do a clear coat of UV resin, and then some light pink rhinestones. What do you think? It's so cute to hold your rings or earrings or whatever. So I thought that was cute. And of course, I did sand, and I always use Resin Restore by Michelle by Glitz and Glitter. It's a great product, by the way. It takes away those sandy marks. So it's wonderful. And then our pudding jar. Look at our cute pudding jar. I just thought it was so beautiful. Again, I sanded and used the Resin Restore. And then all I did up here was use a clear PET sticker, did a coat of UV resin, and the light pink gemstones, whatever, rhinestones on the top. And that is our pudding jar. All right, are we ready to see our coasters? Ta-da! Let me show them to you. So there's this one. So I did have to sand. I had to cut off. I had some overpour, if you recall. So I definitely had to trim and sand, and I put Resin Restore on. And then I used the light pink rhinestones. If you recall, I did a top coat of crushed crystal and epoxy. There is something weird on this one, and I don't know what that is. But there was one of them, I'll just show them to you as I'm talking. There was one of them that had a pretty big bubble in the corner and then a small one on the side. And all I did with that is I took a little bit of UV resin, the bonding resin, and filled it in, and you could never tell. And then there's finally these two. It's interesting, we got a little bit of crackle, but I think that looks kind of cool. What do you think? And then here is our case or whatever holder for the coasters. The only issue is with the rhinestones and the cork, I can only fit comfortably 4 in here. I can't fit the 5th one in here. It won't fit. So whoever's home this goes to, they'll get all 5 of them, but only 4 will fit in here. So I guess I'll always be using one. But I do think it turned out really pretty. What do you think? All right, everyone. Thank you again for joining me today on this fun project. If you don't mind, please give me a thumbs up. Would love to have you join my YouTube family. And don't forget, my email is in the description box for any custom orders, or if you are interested in any of my demos, please feel free to email me. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Never thought it would be so hard. I grew up without a scar, just living my life with no big worries. And I've always known what I want, just didn't know what came along. Finding myself a much less happy. Back in the days I used to dream about one day a life so amazing, not everyone judging me. Don't wanna care about them, though it hurts so